Welcome to Oblivion, everyone. We're the Cinebytes, back to raise some hell. Look, you guys, we usually try to start these episodes with something funny, but we kind of discovered that there's not really anything funny about this movie.
No.
It's just ominous the whole time, dude. You know what? That's not true. I take it back. There is one thing funny. And that is the idea that a space tow truck driver gets a call from the boss to pick up his kid from daycare on the way home. We're talking about Alien from 1979 today, everyone. And T-minus 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 until the beginning of this episode. I'm Dusty Lane, everybody.
I'm Jason Mitchell.
And we are the Cinebytes.
Hello?
I came for you. We have such sights to show you.
It was an excellent day for an exorcism.
I said, I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm just gonna bash your brains out.
Don't play me.
What's the boogeyman?
As a matter of fact, it was. This is God.
We all go a little mad sometimes. Haven't you?
But sometimes that is better.
Here we are back again, the crew of the Nostromo, reporting to you from Zeta 2 Reticuli. Once again, I'm Dusty Lane. Jason Mitchell, how you doing today, man?
Good, dude.
How'd you feel about this movie?
Good movie.
Good movie. Good assessment. I like it.
Very great, good,
Good
wonderful.
movie. That's like the praise on the box, like with the laurels around it.
Right.
Good movie. Jason Mitchell. But yeah, we're talking about Alien from 1979, directed by Ridley Scott, produced and distributed by 20th Century Fox and Brandywine Productions, rated R, 117-minute runtime. Our setting is fucking space, bro.
Outer space, man.
Yeah. You actually discovered this takes place in the year what?
2122.
Okay. I don't think I got that from anything when I was watching this, but so our plot is basically, okay. Not really a space tow truck. It's more of a space semi because it's hauling a bunch of ore, right? So a space semi crew's mission gets completely derailed and thrown into fucking chaos by their own, we find out, the company that sent them sabotaged the mission from the jump.
Right. No, I don't know if I just see it coming. Right off the bat, I'm like, something is weird.
Yeah.
What is going on, you know? And they kind of see it too, but don't question it enough.
There are little moments throughout the movie where we see stuff with Ash and we're like, well, wait a minute, man. Why is that your reaction?
Right.
You fucking robot. Oh, wait.
Gotta trust Ripley, man.
Oh, yeah. Big time. Speaking of Ripley, played by Sigourney Weaver, of course. We've got Dallas, played by Tom Skerritt. Kane, played by John Hurt. Lambert, the navigator, played by Veronica Cartwright. We got Brett, one of the engineers, good old Harry Dean Stanton. The other engineer is Parker, played by Yaphet Kotto. And then there's fucking Ash, played by Ian Holm.
Son of a bitch.
Bilbo Baggins himself. And I wanted to add in the alien, the actor in the suit, I think that was played by two people, is Balaji Badejo and Eddie Powell.
Okay.
And then the voice of Mother, we've got Helen Horton.
Mother.
As always, want to mention cinematography by Derek Van Lint. That's an unfortunate name to grow up with.
Oh, weird.
And music by Jerry Goldsmith.
I didn't notice a whole lot of music here. It was almost
I didn't either. There wasn't much of a score, really.
Right. It's very, it's like backgroundy. You know
there's
what I mean?
There's a lot of like droning sounds, like a lot of hums. The essence of space being out, you know,
right.
in the middle of nothing. But there's also a lot of beep bop boops. There's, you know, different airlock noises. That's mostly what we get.
Right.
There are periods here and there where there's a decently ominous score playing in the background, but like nothing really of note to me.
Right.
But let's get into it, dude. We open on a nice quiet space scroll, nice and calming.
I don't know. The way that all the letters pop up and kind of coming slowly.
The letters in Alien, like gradually, bit by bit, like
Right.
appear on the screen. It's pretty cool.
Creepy. I don't know. Outer space is scary.
Hell yeah, it is, dude. Outer space and the ocean
Yeah.
are two of the scariest concepts to me. Like,
Absolutely.
we don't know what the fuck is out there. By the way, aliens exist. I think people are naive as shit if they don't think so. There's just too much space out there for that to not be the case.
Yeah.
We get a Nostromo info card. It's a commercial towing vehicle, a crew of 7. The cargo is 20 million tons of ore returning to Earth. So yeah, it's a space semi.
Right.
Nostromo, by the way, is Italian for shipmate or boatswain.
Oh.
So that's fun.
Okay.
Get a little, maybe they're space pirates. Ooh. There's a camera that tracks through the ship on our opening, showing us just a deserted and futuristic complex, like through the corridors of this ship.
Right. Everything's quiet. There's nobody anywhere.
But strangely, there are a bunch of like bobbleheads all over the place.
Really?
What was up with these? You didn't see the bobbleheads like on the fucking dashboard and shit?
I don't think I really noticed. No.
There was one. There was a little doohickey sitting on a table where it was like the birds that like dip their face into the glass.
Oh, okay.
And then there was like an actual bobblehead, I think, on another part of the ship somewhere.
Weird.
This is more personalized than you assume that it will be, I guess.
Maybe bobbleheads were big in 1979. They
Were
just
they?
thought they would continue on.
When were bobbleheads invented, I wonder?
I don't know.
So Big Mama wakes up. And Big Mama is the ship's computer,
Yeah.
like the online
Mother
is the name of the ship. But then the lights outside the cryostasis chamber flicker to life, and then we get a little lab coat jump scare because when the door opens, the airlock displaces the air inside and blows the lab coat a little bit. It looks like a little ghosty bro. But yeah, dude, wakey, everyone's naked.
Yeah, dude. Everybody's waking up out of their pods.
Yeah,
I don't know what
man.
to call it, like a deep sleep or something, right?
Yeah, cryostasis chamber, whatever the hell. John Hurt is the first one to wake up. This is Kane, our character. He's in a super stylish diaper.
Hey, man, don't want to poop pants while you're sleeping.
That is true.
You know?
That is true.
Whatever
you
you
don't
gotta
want
do.
to poop your pants at all, I think.
Okay.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
I'm glad we straightened that out. Especially since you're sitting in my chair. This dude looks extremely confused and a little disappointed for no particular reason, just waking up.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like, don't you get that in some other movies too? You wake up out of some deep sleep and it kind of takes you a minute to come to.
I mean, it doesn't even have to be a movie. That's how I wake up every day.
Right.
So
where the fuck am I?
Why am I? But enough about that, because guess what, bitches? It's breakfast time. Woo! With all this terrible food that Brett and Parker are talking shit about.
Yep, space food.
Speaking of Brett, he says he feels like he's dead. Parker tells him he looks like it. But yeah, Brett is good old Harry Dean Stanton fucking smoking a joint.
Hell yeah, dude.
Not at the table, Harry.
Right. Not while I'm eating.
Not Brett. Brett and Parker want to talk about the bonus situation because apparently everybody else is getting more than them.
Oh, okay.
But in the meantime, Mama wants to talk to Dallas because Houston has a problem.
Yeah, and he goes off into this room to go talk to Mother, and it's the most ridiculous shit I've ever seen. It looks like the fucking Willy Wonka elevator. There's buttons everywhere. There's like 1,000 buttons in here.
Like Darth Vader's like lit up egg pod thing. Right. Like there's no way all these lights mean something. There's 3,000 lights in this room.
What the fuck?
But Mother beat bop boops for a minute, giving them some more information about what the fuck is going on. Back on the bridge, the navigator, Lambert, asks, "Where's Earth?" And John Hurt throws in a little zinger. He's like, "Well, you should fucking know."
Right.
Ripley tells everybody they're in the wrong system. They definitely took some cues from Star Wars on these external ship shots.
Yeah.
For sure.
Big time. Big time.
Ripley tries to contact the Antarctica Traffic Control. Holy shit.
Yeah, what?
Why is it always Antarctica, dude? I guess that's the largest landmass or semi-solid landmass that they can keep things the fuck away from people, like the thing.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
Lambert says they're just outside of Zeta 2 Reticuli, and fucking Gesundheit for that one. Apparently they haven't reached the outer rim yet, so what the fuck happened, guys? They're trying to get their bearings and figure out why in the hell they've been woken up like halfway home.
Right.
And Parker and Brett are down in the belly of the ship talking shit about their situations, but then it's team meeting time. I found it pretty funny when they first started this scene that Parker walks up to Ash and tells him to get the fuck out of his seat. At this family meeting, Dallas tells everyone that Mother woke them up and they're only halfway home. She intercepted a transmission of unknown origins, which turns out to be a distress signal.
fuck that.
Dun, dun, dun.
Like, no, dude.
Yeah,
Nope.
that's Parker's reaction. He's like,
Nope.
this isn't a rescue mission, or this isn't a rescue ship, but maybe if we got some more money.
Right. Yeah, hell yeah.
And Ash steps in and tells them that, guess what? There's a clause in the contract that states, basically, if they don't go check it out, they don't get paid.
Yeah, fuck. Read the fine print.
So he's like, all right, yeah, that's what I said. We're going in.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
So as they do, oh man, the shot of them coming in on these planets definitely makes it look like this movie's from 1979.
Oh, yeah.
That's one of the few things where I'm like, okay.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot you can really do. You know, we got a 4K copy of this, and yeah, it's still, you know.
Only so much. Yeah, it's like a big matte painting with a
Right.
fucking, yeah. So they detach a smaller ship from the main ship and take that shuttle in to make a landing. And does Sigourney Weaver say something about priming the port? You prime your port. What the fuck? Here's the first moment I realized, oh shit, there's turbulence in space? That doesn't seem right, does it?
It's like what it was turbulence landing, right? Because they were
Just
in a
as
storm.
they came into the atmosphere of the other thing?
Yeah. Yeah, because there was a badass storm going on.
Okay, that makes more sense. But apparently they lose a shield on the landing, whatever that means.
I was getting a good laugh during this landing. Like, I feel like inside of the ship, everything happening, like the little sparks explosions was pretty sweet. But the ship landing, like you said, there's like Christmas lights on the bottom of it or something, you know?
That's
like
what, yeah. The navigation lights definitely look suspiciously like Christmas lights, just strands of white lights. But like you were talking about, everything, like all hell breaks loose inside the ship during what is apparently a super hard landing.
Right.
But it looked awfully soft from the outside to me.
Right.
So
Yeah,
what the fuck are
inside
you
it was
reacting
like,
to?
Shit was catching on fire.
Right, dude. And Sigourney Weaver's face shaking as they come in for the landing is so fucking funny.
Holy shit!
So after they land, the crew tries to assess the damage. Apparently, the secondary load sharing unit is out, and 3 to 4 cells are gone. Whatever the fuck that means.
Some space mumbo jumbo.
Right. Apparently, they have to dry dock to reroute all the ducts, but at least the hull isn't breached. Dry dock. Fuck off, Jason. Not now.
Sorry, I had to.
They say it's going to take. Well, Brett says 17 hours, and then Parker's like, nah, tell him 25.
Yeah, damn.
To fix, it's going to take 25 hours. Holy shit. But again, at least the hull isn't breached, so they don't have to worry about everything leaking in from the outside.
Right.
Ripley tells Brett and Parker to get started. I'll be right down. And immediately they're bitching about the woman coming down to check on him. Like, what the fuck's she going to do, kind of a thing.
It's 1979.
Yeah, it sure is. Apparently, they keep getting the same transmission every 12 seconds, but no other contact.
Yeah, no response from it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that doesn't sound good. None of this sounds good. This is all a terrible idea.
Yeah, Ash starts like describing the atmosphere, and whatever they landed on, it sounds crazy out there and completely inhospitable. So,
Right.
But Ash tells him, well, Mother says the sun's coming up in 20 minutes. Like, silver lining, I guess?
So, like, that matters, yeah.
But which sun?
Right. Yeah, they said that the transmission's coming from 2,000 meters northeast of the ship where they landed, so.
Yeah. You mentioned something about the lava rock, or it's a rock surface with a lava core. And there's gases and extreme cold going on, so everybody gets dressed up in their spacesuits, or at least Kane, Dallas, and Lambert do.
Yep.
Kane volunteered to go out first, and Dallas like rolls his eyes like, oh, of course you do. Shining knight, and look what it gets him.
Right.
Dallas tells Lambert that she's going too, and she's not happy about that. But apparently they got to break out the weapons. Ash mans the cockpit in the meantime. I'm not entirely sure why, and mans is used loosely, of course. They're walking around out on the surface, and Lambert says she can't see shit. And Dallas turns to like get Ash's attention, like, "Hey, buddy, can you see us?" And he like waves at him like a dork.
Right.
Does little spirit fingers at him. Brett in the other room, like down trying to fix, like reroute the ducts and shit. He lights a joint with a blowtorch. That's pretty cool.
I think I even noticed that.
Yeah, man. Parker asks if they're going to get their money again, and Sigourney Weaver has the goofiest line delivery of all time. She's like, "You'll get what's coming to you." What the fuck? She's the robot, dude. Ash is fine.
Damn.
Brett tries to put his foot down. He says he's not doing any more work until they get it straightened out. And Ripley ends up proving that wrong immediately. She ends up just heading back up to the bridge. Kane tells Lambert to quit her bitching. She says, no, I like it.
Nice.
And then we get a nice little introduction to a kitty. It's Jonesy.
Oh, yeah, Jones.
Laying there licking himself. Did they have a little kitty cryostasis pod for him, too?
They had to
A
have.
little kitty diper on?
Yeah, just like a little tiny...
It had to have been.
Tiny one?
Otherwise, he's just wandering around the ship the whole time catching space mice.
Maybe. That's a pretty good idea.
Dallas, Lambert, and Kane on the surface wander into like some kind of space cave or a canyon of some kind.
Yeah, that shit's crazy looking. Looks like they come up on that. It's essentially an old ship.
Right,
You know,
yeah.
it looks like a horseshoe.
It does, yeah. It's
Yeah.
crazy. Our shot goes to like a cool kind of found footage of them moving in on it. That was a little...
Yeah,
creepy.
it's like they have cameras on their suits or something, you know, and Ash can see what's going on. And
Right.
yeah, I think Ripley says something about running the transmission through Mother again because Ash didn't find anything, according to what he said.
Well, right, yeah.
Ass.
Oh, ass.
Yeah.
That's your new name. Lambert on the surface wants to get the fuck out of there, but Kane, of course, says, no, we have to go on. Yeah, this ship or whatever is enormous. The inside of it is fucking wild and a little gross. Like, everything looks vaguely wet and slimy.
Yeah, it really does. Kind of looks like the alien. You know, it's like biomechanical.
That's part of the thing. Like, why are you designing shit on the inside of ships that looks like the outside of ship? Like, we'll get to this later, but like even on the human ships, for some reason, everything on the inside. That's why the alien blends in so well, because everything just looks like alien parts.
Right. Right.
Kane finds a hole to climb up, and he finds a space mummy sitting at a control center seat of some kind. It's fucking enormous.
That ship's crazy looking. Yeah, like way, way bigger than a human.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
And apparently this thing exploded from the inside. That doesn't sound good.
Yeah, because right away Lambert says, just get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, that's all she keeps talking about. She just wants to leave.
Yeah.
Which I get. I fucking get it. But Kane finds a hole in the meantime and wants to check that out. At this point, apparently Mother has deciphered part of the distress signal, and it looks like it's a warning.
Yeah, shit.
Yeah. I don't know exactly what that means, but Ripley says she's going out after them. But Ash is like, well, no, don't do that. What's the point? By the time you get there, it'll be figured out. She's like, okay, you're right.
Ash. Damn it.
The team outside descends this hole, and here's the space cave. Kane says it's like the goddamn tropics in here, which is already not a good sign. It was just really, really cold, right? Do you know what heat means?
Right.
He says this space is full of leathery objects like eggs or something.
Yeah, and there's like a blue mist hovering over the entire room.
Yeah, clearly like an incubation station here. Like you've had enough cues to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, he decides to go ahead and poke it instead. You know?
Yeah.
That's pretty...
Well, he says it appears to be sealed. Oh, fucking let's unseal it. Here we go.
Yeah, you see something moving around on the inside.
Yeah, organic life, he mentions.
Fuck.
And when he's staring at this thing moving around in there, and then the whole fucking top opens, and there's like some nasty, gristly meat inside, and then it attaches itself to Kane's face. Well, his helmet, anyway.
Yeah, dude, face hugger. Holy shit. And I like how it comes out of the egg roll. Everything happens really fast.
Mm-hmm.
And then they don't say anything about it for a minute, you know?
It confused me a little bit because I thought from watching this movie in the past, I thought that there was a scene of them like reacting to it and like, oh shit, we got to get out of here and you know, dragging him back or whatever.
Right.
There's none of that. It just kind of cuts right back to the ship.
Right. And I wonder if that was a theatrical cut, you know? There's probably more right there in the extended cut or
Possibly.
something.
Yeah, maybe I watched the director's cut before. We did watch the theatrical for this. We always try to do that to make sure it's the most accessible version for you guys to follow along. So Dallas and Lambert do take him back to the ship and tell Ripley that a thing has attached itself and they have to get him to the infirmary. But she needs more info before she lets him in.
Yeah, fuck no. Fuck no.
Apparently there's a 24-hour quarantine protocol, but Dallas and Lambert don't give a fuck. They're like, open the hatch now. She just goes no. And Dallas, as the captain, is like, hey, open this goddamn door. Do you hear me? She's like, yes.
Right.
Yes, I hear you.
I hear you.
No,
but
I do not give a fuck.
Right. Following protocol here.
She doesn't want to allow them to come in to contaminate the rest of the ship, and guess the fuck what? She was right.
Right.
If they would have listened to Ripley, none of this other shit would have happened. Yes,
Right.
they would have lost. They definitely would have lost
Kane.
Kane.
Right.
But at least maybe, they could have booted him out, did the 24-hour quarantine themselves, and then come back to the ship, and everybody else is fine.
Right.
But speaking of this ash hole, he opens the hatch anyway.
Ash.
Directly after.
Fucking Ash. This whole movie, man.
I want that another 30 times in the rest of this episode. Ash. So yeah, directly after Sigourney Weaver says, "No, I'm not letting you in. Yes, I hear you. You can fuck off." Ash just opens it up. We cut to them cutting Kane's helmet open, but they barely need to because the thing has apparently crashed its way through already and hugged the ever-loving shit out of his face.
Yeah, dude, this is nasty.
Dude, it's like wrapped around his entire head like its little spindly legs.
Yeah.
God.
It's kind of like a sea spider almost.
It does,
It's
a
a
little bit.
space spider.
That's a crab. That's a crab.
Yeah.
Crab is a sea spider.
Yes.
We have aliens on Earth, you guys. Crabs and lobsters, for sure. Yeah, it's like around his whole head, and then when they remove the helmet, the tail tightens around his neck more.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Gross.
It's time to boot him out, dude. You can't.
Gross.
We can't fuck around with this.
Yeah, they put him into some kind of, I don't want to say it's an x-ray machine, but some kind of...
Well, they puzzle over how to get it off of him at first. And Ash says he's going to try to cut off a finger, but when he does, it apparently tears his scalp instead, and the fucking tail thing tightens even further on his neck.
Right.
And Parker's outside saying, how come they don't freeze him? And then, yeah, they load him into this, like, scanner thing, like you said.
Right.
And there's something going down his throat, they reveal, that's apparently feeding him oxygen, keeping him alive, but paralyzed.
Yeah, what the fuck?
That's fucking terrifying.
It's doing a little more than that. Spoiler.
Oh, man. Alien babies. Ash says, hang tight. Let's see what happens. Like, what the fuck? How is that your reaction? But he does make a good point. If we remove it, what if it kills him? And Dallas says he will just have to take that chance. What the fuck ever.
Right. Yeah, I can't leave this on him.
No. They cut into the alien, and it's like acidic blood immediately starts eating through the metal of the ship. And apparently somebody's shoes. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, dude, it goes through multiple levels.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, holy shit.
Like, drops down through, like, 3 floors.
Yeah, so they're, like, chasing it around right here, trying to make sure it doesn't
Right.
open up the ship, you know?
But here's the thing. What are they going to do when they find where it's coming from? Like, it ended up stopping itself.
Right.
But if you do see it eating through the ceiling, what are you going to do? Stand there and watch it drop to the floor and start
Right.
eating through that, too?
I was kind of
Are you
thinking,
going
like...
to catch it with something?
Yeah, because yeah.
There's nothing. You got nothing. You got
Right.
nothing. But they do find it coming through a ceiling on the lower deck, and it finally slows down on its own. Parker mentions, oh, that's a wonderful defense mechanism. Fuck yeah, it is.
Yeah,
I wish I had
damn.
acidy blood. But Brett and Parker end up going back to work trying to reroute shit. They're bitching to them to each other. Brett says something about, well, we shouldn't have landed on this damn ball. I know that.
Yup.
Meanwhile, Ash is studying the life form under a microscope. He mentions to Ripley that it has resistance to adverse environmental conditions. Well, that's fortunate. He calls it a tough little son of a bitch.
Right.
That's not very android-y language.
Right.
Ripley gives Ash a talking to at this point about letting them in. She's like, look, I'm the ranking officer when Dallas and Kane aren't on the ship. You have now risked all our lives. That's a pretty big risk for a science officer. So what the fuck else you got going on? So she's on to him.
Right.
Dallas is hanging out in the shuttle listening to some nice classical music. That's the one bit of score that we get in this movie.
Yeah, I feel like he's realizing some shit's going down, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Because when they
Big time.
call him back, he kind of just stares for a second. Like,
Yeah, fucking why?
Yeah. Okay.
I'm in my man cave. What do you want?
Right. That's all I have.
But yeah, they get a hold of him. Ash says he should come have a look at Kane. And when they get back there, oh, fuck me, the alien is gone.
Yeah, Facehugger is gone.
Dude.
I don't...
Not cool.
Immediately when they start looking around, I'm laughing because nobody closes the door right away.
Yeah.
They go in and they're looking around and the door's open still. And I'm like, shut the fucking door.
Well, I thought it was kind of goofy how they, like, They all take an apprehensive step inside, and then they like look around for a minute, like kind of shrug their shoulders, like, "Whoop, nope, not here. I don't know."
I feel like I would have been like, all right, me and you, we're going to go outside. We're going to shut this door, and you can go ahead and look if you want. You know?
Look through the window for a minute,
Right.
see if you can see anything.
I think they're just not aware of how, I don't know. That would scare the shit out of me. You know?
Fuck yeah, I would. How do you react in a moment like this? But cover your bases at the same time, you know?
Right.
Dallas comes up and checks Kane's pulse, and yeah, they like tiptoe around the room looking for it. Ripley looks under the bed and then gets jump scared by something falling over, which I'm not sure how it happened. Maybe Dallas knocked it over.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. Not really too sure.
Ash ends up like stopping someone from checking in the corner, which was another little suspicious move. He's like, no, take one of these. Gets their attention to get them to go a different direction, and then he goes over to the corner and pokes at something. And at that time, that's when the facehugger drops down on Ripley, scaring the shit out of her again.
Yeah, all right.
But at this point, it's possibly dead? ?
Yeah, I don't know. I was really iffy about that. Just because it's laying on the floor don't mean it's dead.
Right,
You
I mean, it's
know?
playing Space Possum.
Right.
So Ash walks up and pokes it, and when he does, it twitches, which, you know, that would give me pause.
Yeah. Hey, let's poke around at it. No.
Either
Jesus.
way, he seems to know something that everybody else doesn't.
Yeah. Yeah, he definitely does. Fucking
Mhm.
Ash.
Fucking Ash. So they lay out the alien to study, and apparently it is dead at this point, so that's good. But Ash says they have to take it back to Earth, and Dallas says it's his decision. Nobody else is very happy about this, but ultimately, as the captain of the ship, Dallas is like, I just run the ship. It's your decision, so if you say it stays, it stays.
Right.
Great. Thanks.
Yeah, Ripley says it bleeds acid. Who knows what it'll do when it's dead, you know?
Right. Exactly. But Dallas reiterates that any science decisions are Ash's call. That's what the company wants. Oh, boy.
Right.
Ripley asks if Dallas has ever had a mission with Ash before, because she says she doesn't trust him. Dallas goes, no, I went out 5 other times with a different science officer, and they replaced him 2 days before they embarked on this mission.
Oh, yeah.
Seems a little sketch.
Yeah, definitely is.
She mentions that the reserve power system is blown, but Dallas doesn't give a shit, and he's like, we're taking off anyway. I just want to get the hell back home.
Yeah, hell yeah.
As they do take off, Brett mentions there's dust in the intake system and it's overheating. And Parker's like, shut the fuck up, spit on it for 2 minutes. We're getting out of here.
Right. Yeah, it looked kind of questionable when they were taking off at first, but obviously all went well.
Right.
know?
Yeah, halfway through, everyone starts to kind of ease back and get a smile on their face. Everyone's pleased with a good takeoff.
Right.
And all right, we're good. On course back home. Brett rolls another joint to celebrate, even though he's already smoking one.
What else are you going to do in space, man?
You know, that's a good point, I guess. I just thought it was funny. He's like, he actually wasn't really struggling. I would have been struggling with the joint hanging out on my face over here. And then while it's hanging out on my face, I want to stick my tongue out of the other side of my face to lick the other joint closed. And then, God damn, you're doing a lot of work.
He's a man of many talents.
Right. I prefer him in Green Mile, personally. That'd be kind of a horror-adjacent movie we could cover someday, right?
That movie's out
Ish. But I just like him in that role, and walking a mile, walking the Green Mile.
there. Right.
Watch and learn. Parker apparently wants to freeze Kane, and Brett just keeps saying right after everything he says.
Oh, yeah.
Dallas says Kane has to go into quarantine. Lambert tells us it's going to be 10 months until they reach Earth.
Yeah, holy
Fuck.
shit. Well, when you can sleep it off, it's probably really not that far, you know?
Yeah, I suppose so. The cryostasis in just the regular world doesn't sound so bad sometimes.
That'd probably be all right.
Wake me up in 100 years. I want to see what's going on.
Kane's awake now.
Yeah.
And conscious.
Follow that bad news with some good news. He's back up, but he's insanely thirsty.
Yeah, he says the last thing he remembers is a dream about being smothered.
Yeah, just a horrible dream about smothering. But he says he's starving, and Dallas is like, all right, let's go have dinner. I'm buying. And everybody seems to be in a pretty chipper mood at dinner. Kane says he's going to get some decent food the second he gets back, because apparently this shit sucks. Everybody keeps talking shit about it.
I'm sure.
Didn't look that bad. I don't know.
I don't know. You ever seen a NASA astronaut, what they're eating? It's like, it's kind of like MREs or whatever.
Right.
Add water.
So, almost no sooner does he get this line out than he starts choking.
Yeah, coughing, gagging. they lay him down on the table, essentially.
and he starts convulsing.
Because they don't know what's going on,
and he starts convulsing.
Because they don't know what's going on, There's, holy shit.
They're just reacting.
Yeah, as he seizing up, hold him down kind of thing.
Right. Blood kind of appears on his shirt, on his chest. Like, all of a sudden, you don't really see a wound or anything, but you can see the origin of the blood under his T-shirt. Soaks his chest. And all of a sudden, fucking baby alien pops out. Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey.
Looks like little face hugger was getting some face sex.
Oh, man. Poor Kane got throat fucked. Okay. So, yeah, Parker threatens to kill it. He's like standing there with a knife. But Ash, of course, runs in and says not to touch it.
Yeah, don't touch it.
Fuck you, Ash. You don't touch it.
This little baby alien's kind of cute, though.
It is, right?
A little. He's not fully grown yet, so he comes out and he's actually white.
Yeah.
Instead of like, we all know what the alien looks like.
Right.
A little baby alien, little baby tiny sharp teeth, you know?
Dude, it took me right to Spaceballs. I love the shot of Kane's hands trembling behind the close-up of the alien.
Right.
It's a great shot.
I actually laughed when he took off running.
Yeah, because he screeches when he does it.
And it's like he's like running on his tail. So fucking kangaroo or something. He's like up.
He's like a speedboat in the water with a little rooster tail coming out from behind it. Kane is clearly dead at this point. The crew starts to search for the alien, but they got to take a break to give Kane a Viking funeral and fucking launch him off into space.
Great timing. Wow. I'm so glad you did this after the alien came out of his chest and onto your ship. You might as well shoot him off now. Like, what the hell?
Yeah. Everything is just going from bad to worse, unfortunately. So knowing that the alien is on board, Brett introduces the team to electric cattle prods. That's fun.
That's not enough. But what is the idea here? Like,
I mean,
right away they can't shoot in there, right?
Sure.
Because right away I was like, why in the hell isn't there a big ass gun? Shouldn't there be a laser cannon?
You would think, yeah. Well, they wanted to go for a little more realism on this. And Brett does mention that it shouldn't really damage him like any more than it would damage a human unless his, structural integrity is less than ours. It's not.
Right.
But he said it should give him some incentive.
I can't
so if they're trying to wrangle them alien.
That's what I'm saying. I can't believe they're trying to catch this thing.
Right.
Like Parker's carrying around a net at one point.
Well, that's the whole plan here. So like Brett gives them the cattle prods to wrangle it, like I said, I guess.
Right.
And then Ash designed a tracking device that they can set to search for a moving object. So Dallas then splits them into two teams, Ash, Dallas, and Lambert, and then Ripley, Parker, and Brett. And they're going to take one of these motion detectors around with them. And they're going to grab a cattle prod and take a net. And the plan is to catch this fucking thing in a net and put it in the airlock. Are you kidding me? A net?
Right.
It already bled on your floor and ate through 3 floors of your fucking ship. You're going to catch it in a net? Okay.
Got an idea, team. Let's split up.
Yeah. It's fucking Ghostbusters. It's like, all right, I have an idea. Get her.
So, yeah. Man, what are you guys doing?
Anything they can, I guess.
Yeah, so crazy.
But yeah, dude, let the games begin. Here we go. So Parker and Brett and Ripley are the first team we check in on. And apparently the alien burned out the circuits in Module 12 because they already repaired it, and here it is fucked up again.
Right. Damn.
He works fast.
Yeah.
But they are apparently within 5 meters, oh man, of
I was
some sort of organism.
I was like, wow, this was fast. Holy shit.
Like, wow, we already got it?
These guys are good at searching.
You can never find anything that fast. But Ripley's tracker starts acting up, so she starts shaking it around, the universal solution for everything. They see blood smeared on a door, and they go over to it and open it. And when they do, oh shit, there's another jump scare, but it's poor Jonesy. They've been tracking the kitty.
Jones. Cats always think they're better than you.
They always do.
He's scaring the hell out of everybody.
I know. He probably thinks it's fucking funny.
Right.
But they scare him off. Sigourney Weaver reacts. She's like, no, don't let him go. Parker explains that they have to catch the cat because they don't want to pick it back up on the tracker again.
Right. Have the same thing happen again.
Yeah, they just keep chasing the cat around as the alien picks them off one by one.
Right.
which ends up happening anyway. But. So Brett goes off to look by himself. Good plan.
Yeah.
Why are you so sweaty, dude?
Right. Hey, I don't blame him, dude.
It actually ends up like everybody ends up pretty sweaty in this movie.
Yeah.
And I would assume that it would be cooler. Like there's no, I don't know, where's all the heat coming from?
They're just nervous.
Or that.
Yeah.
That could be. Brett does find the kitty, and then he finds some shedded alien skin.
Yeah, dude, he finds the skin of the face walker.
Fuck, dude, it's growing.
I can't believe he didn't bring that. I would have found it, picked it up. He like picks it up, stares at it.
If not, bring it back to people. Bring it to their attention.
I would have like yelled, hey!
Hey, college kids!
Yeah.
I found your alien skin.
Yeah.
But yeah, him finding this shedded alien skin means that this thing is growing fast as shit.
Yeah.
So that's not good news. But he walks into Pinhead's bedroom. There's chains hanging everywhere. Such sights indeed. Brett takes a shower, possibly in alien piss. I'm not sure what it is that's dripping down, but he like steps up and puts his face in it.
That's what I was thinking, and I really expected like there was a good opportunity here. I can't believe some alien blood or something acidic didn't drip down and like
that's
burn
what I
the
was
hell out of his
thinking was
hat.
going to happen. Yeah.
Yeah, me too. And then he just moved out of the water.
And then just walked away and nothing came of it.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be like right away. I was going, oh my God, this is going to be so good.
I need some fucking answers here. Okay. Where is this water coming from? Why is there just a rain shaft in your fucking ship? They're in the middle of space. They're floating through space. What's raining down?
It's the air conditioning unit.
Leaking like it's out of your car in the middle of summer. So Brett ends up cornering the kitty, and the Xenomorph creeps up behind him. Oh, shit.
Oh, shit.
This thing looks crazy, dude. Multiple mouths. There's like transparent lips on it. It's weird. It's like all drooly. Maybe that's why I think that's what's fucking dripping down, something from the alien, because otherwise where's the fucking water coming from?
Right.
But this thing grabs Brett by the fucking head and drags him up into the air shaft, and Jonesy just fucking stares at him calmly, watching the whole thing happen. I think Jonesy's an alien too.
Right.
This is where they deduce that this creature is using the air ducts to move around in.
Crazy.
So they have another team meeting here, and Lambert asks if Brett might be alive. And Ripley says, fuck no, he's not alive.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think so.
Yeah, there's no fucking way.
No. Did you see that thing? Well, no, she didn't see that thing. That's okay. It was pretty funny that Ash called the alien Kane's son.
Oh, yeah.
Like, oh, okay, this guy does got jokes. He mentions that it's adapted rather quickly to their surroundings, but maybe a temperature change is in order. Fight aliens with fire, dude.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So Dallas tells Parker to rig up some incinerator units, aka flamethrowers, and he's like, cool, give me 20 minutes.
Yeah, badass, dude.
Apparently, Ripley and Ash take the main airlock, and Parker and Lambert take the maintenance opening. And then Dallas goes to have a quick chat with Mother, but she's got nothing for him. She just keeps telling him, doesn't compute. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I just work here.
Yeah, she's lying, though.
Fuck yeah, she's lying. So at this point, everyone's in position, and Dallas takes a flamethrower through the airlock. It seems to me that could be a conflict of interest. Introducing all that fire to all that oxygen? I don't know.
Yeah, you got a point.
He tells Ripley to close off all the hatches behind him, and Lambert gets a reading on the alien somewhere near the third junction. So we're trying to trap him in, basically.
Yeah,
corner him. Dallas shoots some fire down into a hole, and then he goes down to check it out. Meanwhile, Lambert loses the signal on the aliens, and Dallas finds some goo, so he knows he's close.
Yeah, gross, dude. Puts his hand in it.
Yeah. Dallas starts freaking out a little bit, and Lambert tells him it's coming for him. Oh, fuck, she's screaming, move, Dallas! No, not that way! And then the fucking Xenomorph jump scare.
Yeah, dude, he looks right with his flashlight, and then cuts left immediately, but it happens so fast.
Yeah.
Oh, I jumped.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
The alien just jumps out and he's like, give me a hug. But no, Dallas gets got at this point. And all they found in the wake of that, I'm sure, carnage, was just the flamethrower, no blood or anything.
Yeah, no blood, no Dallas, no nothing.
Right. Ripley says, all right, so here's the deal. We should proceed with Dallas's plan. She is in charge at this point. Dallas is dead. Kane is dead. She was the third ranking officer.
Right.
So she says they should continue with the plan. Let's fucking corner this thing and try to, either burn it or blow it out. And Lambert says, no, fuck that. We should abandon ship and take the shuttle home. Ripley says, well, no, it won't take 4. and you're not going to get all the way home on that fucking thing anyway.
Right.
Lambert's like, well, okay, there's not enough space for all of us. Why don't we draw straws? Damn, bitch, you cold.
Yeah, damn, dude. That's so... I mean, I guess if you had to, but that's not okay.
Right.
You know?
Parker says, no, I'm killing this son of a bitch. Ripley screams at him to shut the hell up and sit down, listen to her. She goes, it's using the air shafts, so we need to work in pairs to corner it and, quote, blow it the fuck out into space. Is that acceptable for you?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Parker tells Ash not to follow him. Originally, Ripley tells Ash to go with Parker, just trying to keep everybody,
right.
Make sure everyone has company. They're not alone.
Right.
And Parker's like, no, fuck that. I don't trust Ash either. Don't follow me. Ripley asks Ash if he's got any more information, like between you and Mother, you got to figure something out. And he goes, no, we're still collating. Stop saying that, dude.
Right.
God damn.
Yeah, Ripley's pissed, dude.
Yeah. Ash goes, well, what do you want me to do? And Ripley's like, just what you've been doing, Ash. Nothing. I've got access to Mother now. Hell yeah.
So, yeah.
I need a little guitar solo to happen right there.
So, like, so she's got higher ranking now since the other two are dead? Is that kind of?
Yeah. So, Dallas was the captain.
Right.
Kane was the second ranking officer. They're both dead. It falls to Ripley.
Does Mother not? So Mother knows that they're dead and allows her access. That's what I'm saying. It's weird. Like, why couldn't she have just checked before, too?
Maybe that just wasn't part of protocol and she never tried.
Right. Oh, yeah. She's definitely by the book.
Yeah.
But for good reason.
That's what when she was talking to Ash earlier, she was like, well, yeah, that's not in the protocol manual, is it? Like,
right.
Everything she's done up to this point has been very, by the numbers, including the quarantine thing.
Right.
Which maybe they should have followed that because that, like I said, that would have kept them all safe. But she's like, no, fuck it. I'm going to go talk to Mama. Meanwhile, Parker goes to refuel the flamethrower and jumps into the room like a novice paintballer. Fucking, the gun even kind of looks like one with the tank hanging down, like the CO2 tank.
Yeah.
But Ripley goes and has a chat with Mama. Apparently, there's something fishy going on with the science division, as if we didn't know that.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of stuff in there that's supposed to be for science eyes only. You can't hide your science eyes. But she uncovers Special Order 937.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
So what she discovers from this is the Nostromo got rerouted to investigate a life form and gather the specimen. Priority 1. Ensure return of organism for analysis. All other considerations secondary. Crew expendable. Damn.
Yeah. Shit was planned from the beginning, man.
So Ripley leans back, trying to take all this in, and all of a sudden Ash is just next to her. And he's like smiling. He's like, there is an explanation for this, And she fucking attacks him.
Yeah,
She's like, how about I explain my face in your ass? Or your ass in my face? Or I mean, you know what I mean.
I expect from the way that Ash was next to Ripley when it cut away from the computer, I expected I don't know. I expected him to start choking her or something immediately.
Which, I mean, he reveals himself and does attack her at this point. But
it takes a minute, but he seemed a lot more menacing when I kind of jumped when he was standing there,
Yeah.
Like, oh, shit.
Especially smiling like that.
Yeah.
Like, she's just gotten the worst news of her life, and he's like, oh, hi there.
Right.
How y'all doing? I'm just going to sneak in here real quick.
How y'all doing?
What I was thinking was more like she leans back and, oh, fuck, the alien's next to her.
Right.
Understandably, Ripley freaks out at this point. She tries to call out to Parker and Lambert, but then Ash closes the airlock on her and traps her in with him.
Yeah, damn.
Fuck me. He then starts either sweating or bleeding milk. I'm not really sure what's up with that.
Some kind of robot juice.
Did he get banged up when she slammed him up against the wall and that was supposed to be blood?
I don't know.
Android blood?
I guess so, yeah.
Okay. So she tries to get by him and he giggles at her for some reason and then rips some of her hair off her head.
Yeah. Jesus.
He throws her like a little rag doll, man, like one-handed into the hall, and she it seemed like there wasn't any, we couldn't see her, but there didn't seem to be any activity, so I assumed he knocked her out. But then he picks her up and one-handed throws her again into another room with a bunch of naked lady pictures on the wall. Also eggs. Must be Brett's room, I guess. Whoever's it is. Most of these girls in the pictures were Asian for some reason. Somebody's got a fetish. That's cool. All right. So Ash rolls up one of these naughty magazines to tell her, no, bad girl. and then tries to shove it down her throat. What the fuck? That's his method for killing her?
Yeah, he's gonna choke her with I wrote choked her with a newspaper. Like, what the hell? Yeah, it seemed like, if anything, that would be more annoying. I didn't think he was gonna kill her that way.
And well, yeah. She's just laying there like, yeah, that seemed to be a goofy method for murder, like bash her head, twist her neck. I don't know, whatever you got to do.
Right.
There are much quicker and easier ways to do this, man.
Squeeze her head.
Parker and Lambert get there just in time to save her. Thank the Lord. Ash ends up giving Parker a purple nurple here.
Yeah, dude. Ow.
He's like trying to grab his hand, but he like grabs his chest and squeezes.
Grabs his like peck.
He's got to be super strong. He's
Right.
a robot after all.
For sure.
But then at this point, Parker comes up and whacks him with a bat or some shit, and Ash starts malfunctioning, spewing fucking milk everywhere.
Yeah, that was weird as shit.
And then as the struggle ensues here, Parker kind of knocks Ash's head backwards, and it just hangs there.
Right.
And that's the big reveal. Oh, fuck, it's a robot. But then Parker kind of beats him to death, to non-functional capacity.
Right.
Whatever. But even then, it still grabs him and attacks after his head gets knocked off and he's fucking beaten as much as possible.
Right.
But Lambert comes in and gets him with the cattle prod. Right after they put him out of commission, they plug him right the fuck back in because Ripley says, well, he might know how to kill it.
Yeah, they want some answers.
And this fucking head on the table, reanimator style, this is kind of weird.
Yeah.
They ask him what his orders were, and he was like, oh, well, you already know.
Yeah, you read him.
Parker's like, oh, figures, damn company, but what about our lives? Ash ends up telling them you can't kill the alien. He goes, you don't understand what you're dealing with, do you? It's the perfect organism. Its structural perfection is matched only by its hostility. I admire its purity. It's a survivor, unclouded by conscience, remorse, or delusions of morality. You have my sympathies. Jesus.
Yeah, shit. It's pretty dooming.
And Ripley's like, all right, fuck it. We're going to blow up the ship. We're going to take our chances in the shuttle.
Right.
Before they walk out of this room, though, Parker turns back around and burns Ash to ash and dust to dust. Apparently, there's a 10-minute timer on the self-destruct sequence. Ripley goes off to prep the shuttle. Jonesy's in there with her, too. Don't worry. Parker and Lambert find what looks like a space copter, but apparently it's housing a bunch of like bottles of some sort of gas that they want to fuel the ignition, I think.
I think it was some sort of coolant. They were talking about coolant.
Parker's still running around like he's playing paintball. It's fucking hilarious where the way he's doing like these little side shuffles and shit.
Right.
Ripley goes to find the kitty. Parker and Lambert are throwing around those bottles of either either accelerant or coolant, one or the other.
Right. Space fuel.
The amount of time that Ripley fucks around looking for this cat, fuck that cat, man. It's not worth it. I'm sorry.
That's what I kind of said.
After, sure, save the kitty, but after a certain period of time, it becomes, you're just wasting your fucking time. You have more important shit to do.
Yep, agreed.
And look at what that got you. Fucking spooked again. You get jump scared by the cat you're looking for.
Yeah, he's an ass, man. He jumps out, doesn't even want to get caught. Then, all right.
Serves you right, man.
You can stay with the alien on the ship.
But she does get the kitty, and she shoves it into his little carrier. But suddenly the fucking Xenomorph shows up behind Lambert. There's a cool image of the alien shadow on the wall as she's trying to get through the hatch. Ripley ends up hearing a transmission of them struggling with the alien. Oh, shit. So she goes to, intervene however she can, but it's too late.
Too late.
Lambert just cries as she watches what's going on. Parker attacks it, but then he gets got right away.
Right.
We get another close-up of those weird, gross mouths.
Lambert was terrible here. She just stood there. She's like frozen.
Yeah.
No reaction, which I guess you're going to get that,
Yeah. I mean, fight or flight, though, dude. You got to do something.
Right.
So as Ripley approaches where they were, Lambert screams out for the last time. She hears it over the intercom. She finds their fucking mangled bodies and then runs back to start the self-destruct.
Yep.
The goofy control panel she has to use to do it looks like she's just fucking over here playing Mahjong or some shit.
Well, there's a whole bunch going on here. Like, she goes and pulls down these giant-ass red switches, Everything, even though it's goofy.
No, master, not the third switch.
Yeah. It seems like it's goofy, but it's cool too.
It is. She completes the sequence though. There it is. The timer is set. 10 minutes until the detonation and 5 minutes until you can't back out. You can't change your mind anymore. There's a cool, like, droning siren that's echoing through the ship after the self-destruct sequence starts.
Yeah, a whole bunch of red lights are flashing and going off.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, there's a siren going. Yeah, it looks crazy as hell. I swear there's like strobe lights too.
Oh, yeah.
Holy shit, man.
Yeah, there's a super cool strobing effect. Like, as she's like backing through the corridors until she sneaks right the fuck up on the alien.
Which is blocking the shuttle.
She's cut her escape route now.
Right.
So she needs to go back and override the self-destruct sequence. And yeah, cool strobing lights all over the place as she tries to sneak away. We hear from Mother, there's 3 minutes until you can't change your mind now. So she's running down the hallway with her paintball gun as the alien back in the other room is sizing up Jonesy for a quick little snack.
Right. Aww.
Must be Vietnamese. Tons of steam pours out of like the doors as she runs through the corridors. It's also a really cool effect.
Yeah.
But she does get back to the control center and tries to override the detonation as the timer goes from minutes to seconds. 30 seconds it counts down from at this point, in fact.
Right.
And she didn't make it in time. It was like really, really close, and I thought she did it, but then nope. Ship is blown up in 5 minutes whether you like it or not, and Ripley screams, "You bitch!"
Yeah.
Talking shit to Mother, yeah. She does have another line, like she says, "All right, I've put the cooling system back online or whatever," and then she says, "Mother," and I swear to God, it sounds just like Reagan.
Nice.
She runs back down the corridor, repeating "you bitch" to herself. She peeked back up to see if the alien is around. Slowly walks through the halls for a minute, the siren's still droning. And then she finds Jonesy in the hall and grabs him again. Apparently, the alien wasn't interested after all. I don't know why.
Lucky cat, man.
It was just not a good host for its a new little face hugger.
I can't fuck this thing.
Well, you can. You shouldn't, but you can. Lights start to kind of flicker behind her, beckoning her to a particular room, from our perspective anyway. She gets back to the shuttle as the sequence starts fucking throwing fire all over the place. Like, I don't know if it's priming it for ignition or what.
Right.
But there's now 1 minute to self-destruct.
Yeah, man, this is close here. Right away. She's like sitting down at the controls to take off, and it says 1 minute, and I'm going, I don't know, dude.
Yeah.
Is that enough time?
Dude, no.
To get away?
Well, here's the thing, dude. Like, safety first. She puts on her seatbelt. And then as she starts to haul ass out of there, she gets a safe distance away, or so we think, with about 10 seconds to go. Like, she clears the boundary of the Nostromo.
Right, and it starts looking like a dot, like tiny. You're kind of like, oh, wow, okay. She's hauling ass,
But it turns out she still could have been a bit further away, because when the Nostromo explodes, it fucking, like, speaking of turbulence, like, it rocks that little shuttle.
Right. Well, and there's like an aftershock or something. It's like almost 3 explosions.
Yeah.
It's crazy as shit.
Yeah, there can't be any way that ship requires that much to blow it up, right? That's like more of a supernova situation.
Right.
But everything finally calms down, and she thinks she's saved the day, or at least her own. For her and the cat, she whispers to herself, "I got you, you son of a bitch."
We did it, Jonesy.
Yeah, she takes out her emotional support kitty and puts it in a little sleepy pod. Then she gets ready for night-night, and her fucking undies are hanging on by a thread, dude.
That's what I said.
It's only covering like half her ass.
Nice.
As she's prepping everything to go back to sleep and drift toward Earth, the alien reveals that it's been hiding in the shuttle. Oh, fuck me, you brought it with you?
Yeah, dude, she's messing with, I don't know, a computer panel. And then I noticed right away, I was like, what the fuck is wet right there? And sure enough,
everything is always wet.
Yeah, I'm like, what the hell is that? It's the alien arm reaches out and kind of touches her a little bit. So it was like tucked into the wall almost.
But that's why I'm saying, man, like, did you look around at the rest of the inside of the ship at this point? Why did they design shit to look like a fucking alien life form? Like, of course it was able to hide. And when you look at where it was hiding, it really wasn't fucking hiding that well.
Right.
It's like a scary movie behind the curtain with his little feet sticking out.
Yeah, right.
But
he had a big old alien head.
He starts to crawl out of some pipes and wires like, hey, can you help me out of this thing? And she gets into a spacesuit super slow, trying not to draw attention.
Right.
It's so boring, in fact, that the alien yawns. And then she puts on her helmet and pressurizes her suit, grabs a little dart gun, loads that up, and then she comes out, she starts singing a little Lucky Star ditty as she straps herself into a seat.
Yeah, she's nervous.
Oh, yeah. She blows some steam at it to flush it out. Honestly, like you said, her acting nervous is the best acting in the movie.
Yeah, hell
by
yeah.
far. Like, her having a little internal freak out and trying to, like, keep it the fuck together. Like, this is the moment of truth. I got to get him off of this thing. No, this is great. After he is flushed out from that little hidey hole, she hits the airlock and it sucks the alien to the door, but he still hangs on. At which point, she then shoots him with the dart gun and blows him out. But was it like a like a Batman grappling hook sort of thing? Was there a did I see like a chain attached to it?
There was like a wire or something. It was almost like more than a dart gun, maybe like a harpoon or something.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
either way,
the alien is struck with that, and it's in the alien.
But then it's still attached.
But
Fuck.
then the rope or chain or whatever is caught in the door. When she tried to lock the door.
Yeah, exactly. She let go of the gun, but like, it got caught by something. So he ends up coming back toward the ship, and he like bounces off of it for a second.
Little bit, yeah.
And then
like grabs on to the engine.
Yeah, he tries to climb back into the engine when she fucking like fires it up again and blasts him off. Finally,
right.
God damn, that took way longer than it needed to.
Shit, yeah. Yeah, he gets burned to hell. Just goes flying into space.
Well, thank God for that. We do get her final report of the commercial starship Nostromo. Third officer reporting the other members of the crew, Kane, Lambert, Parker, Brett, Ash, and Captain Dallas are dead. The cargo and the ship are destroyed. She says, I should reach the frontier in about 6 weeks. With a little luck, the network will pick me up. This is Ripley, last survivor of the Nostromo, signing off. And her and Jonesy go to sleep, dude. Yay, the end. And no eyeball trauma in this movie, I wanted to point out.
Unfortunate. Actually, now that you point that out, I'm pissed.
Well, it seems that we find something in just about every damn movie we cover.
Right.
And it was a little bit of a phenomenon for a minute there. So now we can safely say that we have covered a movie with no eyeball trauma.
The first one after 20.
Well, hell yeah, man. I enjoyed this movie. I mean, I think it mostly still holds up. Like, there are a few effects and aesthetics maybe that don't, but overall, this is a solid movie with solid acting and decently unsettling, I think.
It was great. It was fantastic.
This is another movie that people sort of debate about sometimes about whether it's horror or not. I say, yeah, dude. Like, it's got a gross alien. It's got blood and gore. It's got scenes of a lot of tension. It's got, I say this is definitely horror.
So it's like hunting you down. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a space slasher, dude.
Yeah, dude, absolutely.
Instead of horny teens, we got, I mean, I'm sure they're still horny. How long has it been since then? Anyway. So what do you got on this one, man? You got a rating for me?
So I don't remember seeing Aliens, and I'm kind of pumped to see that.
Okay.
I want to see where it goes. I want more, I do remember a lot of the newer ones. I like all of them all around. I think this is a great start for a franchise. You know what I mean? It's great.
Well, you are going to get more of it. Apparently, the Alien Romulus that's coming out around the time of the release of this episode, actually, that's why we're doing this, is going to take place in 2142, so 20 years after this.
Yep, so it'll be between
so
Alien
this will
and
be
Aliens.
like a direct sequel to Alien.
Right, so yeah, perfect timing, right?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, I think probably 4 out of 5 stars, man. This one's up there for me.
Okay,
for sure.
Stars, I like it.
Stars, yeah. Get it? Outer space. Space boy.
I gave this one 862 out of 937 electric cattle prods.
Hell yeah, dude.
In honor of Special Order 937. But yeah, dude, like, I would encourage you to invite this movie into a shuttle with you. I would say, yeah, this is a good get. Add it to the collection,
Yeah. Big fan.
1000%. Any final thoughts as we wrap it up, man?
I'm kind of pumped for Romulus.
Yeah, dude, absolutely. Get out and see Alien Romulus, y'all.
Yeah, real soon.
Yeah, let's keep this franchise going. It's a good one. But it looks like that's going to about do it for us. Once again, we had a great time. We hope you did too. As always, you can get a hold of us by emailing cinebytespod@gmail.com. Follow all the socials at Cinebytespod. Every single one of them are at Cinebytespod. We got Facebook, we got Twitter, we got Instagram, we got TikTok, we got a YouTube out there. Go follow all the things. Tell friends. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit the download button, do all that stuff. If you choose to support the show, you can also do so at cinebytespod.buzzsprout.com. And as always, everyone, as we wrap this up, remember, dreams are fleeting. only nightmares last forever. Follow your nightmares.
Boy.
Kill her, Mommy. Kill her.
I bid you welcome.